Hey there, guys. Good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Welcome back to the channel. It's around 6 a.m. here. I'm going to go for a morning walk after a while. Those people who hate it, yeah, just for those people, take a screenshot. Can you see it now? It's 6 a.m. I get sometimes comments from trolls and stuff, people who just love to Anyway, let's not start with a negative point, but it's sometimes interesting to see people who are just like angry, like angry all the time. They're like, hey, no one cares for your health. People do care for my health. Okay, people do care for me, and people do love me, and it bothers people. And I'm sorry, I just don't have any particular things to say for them apart from thank you for giving me another view, so I'm earning thanks to you. So I'm sorry about that. I have to sometimes, once in a while, I'm only human, so I cannot be so nice all the time. Sometimes I'm Dexter Morgan. So okay, so I don't have a review right now in this episode. I want to do morning thoughts episode. I'm gonna hold the mic. This is my favorite activity because you can hear better. I can hear myself better. I'm gonna wear this fragrance that I got yesterday after a long time. I used to have this, now I got it back. The vintage Lance Guerlain EDT, the more wearable version of it. Just absolute class. Even though it's winter in Bangladesh, it's around 18 degrees Celsius, so I think it will do just fine. And I will just put it on after I finish this video and upload them. So I have covered already 3 reviews and I featured many fragrances. Please check those videos out and enjoy the reviews. So I have particular few topics on my mind. Let's see one by one if I can cover that. Let's talk about Mark, the return of Robes 08. And those who are in the game for some time, fragrance game, they would know what I'm referring to. He's the fragrance guru and he's the guy who gave you the fragrance community, in case you do not know. And he just got back. He usually goes for long trips and breaks because he has personal life, work, and he's the star. He's the superstar of fragrance game. One of the best looking guys and my fragrance guru. I admire him a lot. A lot of my fragrance reviews are think copied by copied from him. I would say, because I like to take his content, like sometimes some of the parts I do take reference to, I watch multiple times. So Robes 08, let's talk about him a little bit. Think of it, this is like an episode, not really a serious episode, just my 2 cents as a viewer as well. So people wait long time for his return, like sometimes he's gone for 6 months, 1 year, and those times some things happen, good and bad. I would like to say a few things with all due respect. It's like, as a viewer, my 2 cents, and I have only respect, nothing but respect for this guy. But a couple of things I noticed from his channel, I would like to say, add up, give you my opinion. First of all, Robes, I know this is not his line of work. This is not what he does as profession. He has the best collection. I think garages full of perfumes. He will review all his life. He'll never finish. But he does his style differently. He never changed. He never really like claimed that I have changed from this era to this era. His work is always professional. He will review, break down, like like phase by phase, note by note. So he'll break down a fragrance for you after reviewing it, like after wearing it for a long time, experiencing it. He'll perhaps review a fragrance after 2 years of its release. Okay, so there are some good sides and bad side about his channel. Not bad side, like some things perhaps may not be the best outcome for him. Like he says, I don't have the biggest subscriber base. The reason being, his channel was taken down once. I think his videos are all gone due to copyright claims. If those were here, he would be the highest in terms of view, videos, as well as subscriber base. But it's kind of sad for me because I would like to see him 100,000 subscribers more than anything, at least. The numbers do matter, even if you hate to admit it or not. But I would like to see him going there very quickly. He deserves it. If someone deserves it, he deserves it. Second thing is, when you take a huge break, this is one thing that sadly happens, that when you do not upload for sometimes, people do not get suggestions anymore in YouTube. Like the algorithms don't work in your favor no more. You do not earn, if let's say monetize the videos. I'm pretty sure he doesn't need the money, but his channel's monetized. But the YouTube will not recommend his videos to newer viewers, perhaps. Like they will only promote that people who are working every day, regular basis, more current, and they're doing more and more content, right? So sadly, sometimes people will, even like back in your head, you forget about, let's say, the channel, and this is what happens. And then the taking a break usually creates distraction. So I think even though he cannot help it, he obviously has a job. I wish he even every week 2 3 videos, that would be great. But he does a lot of editing, a lot of work that goes, and he has a lot of like cool intros and editing, and then the presentation, the marking. So I think his work is, it doesn't have to be quantity, it's about quality. But some of the sad things, this is what happens, when you go missing for some time, this is what happens. Another thing I would say, he doesn't review the latest that much. He does unboxing, like sampling samples, right? His channel. But in that way, I would say, like people, let's say, are looking at a car, like he gave example of a car. People looking, considering buying it, it just came out. So you can get only one kind of reviews when it comes out first, the initial impression. People will not be able to talk like after 3 years, I drove the like car, and this is what the problems I got, overall experience. You cannot get that in the opening. Like, let's say we have a company called Haval in Bangladesh. It's from China, right? So they have been in the market for, I think I've been seeing them for 6 7 years, but they're still pretty new. Okay, so people are not really aware of the car problems, positive pros and cons. So to know about the car completely, you have to drive the car, keep the car for 5 years, 3 4 years. Then oh, I had this battery problem, I had that suspension problem, or this one, the like wiring issues or something. So, but people also need, like an update. Like when something comes out in the market brand new, people go to Fragrantica, people go to YouTube, check a fragrance review. Did anybody speak about it? Even you hate to hear it, but it does matter. If someone reviewed the fragrance like within the day of its release, it will get so much views, and people actually take it seriously, and they would wait for more reviews. So when a fragrance becomes old, let's say Dylan Blue is released and you really review it after 2 3 years, then already people, it's already reformulated, it's already people used it and forgot about it. At that point, some people do not care. But these are some of the things I will tell you, positive and negative, but I'm not trying to criticize ropes. But these are some of the things, perhaps, will not work in his favor sometimes. In that way, other reviewers were doing TikTok, so many social activities. I seen him mentioning that he doesn't do so many lists. It's pure respect. We do a lot of lists, he doesn't. So everybody's style is different. But when you ask for you cannot ask for everything. You cannot ask for popularity in the numbers at the same time, like a solid reviewer. Like, there's no perfect reviewer. Okay, in my humble opinion, there is Jeremy. He has his word. There is Steven. There's Max Ford. Everybody has his own style. There's Sebastian Zara. Some of the reviewers are so old school. Some of the reviewers are so like upschool, the like upscale, like they only review niche, uber niche. Some of the reviewers are super cool. They have the body, gym body, they dance and all that. They are beautiful women. So everybody has their own style going, right? There are certain reviewers who can, let's say, School of Fragrances, right? I think his channel, School of Fragrances. He's the dude from UK, I guess. Omar. What I mean, I should have taken note. Anyway, super awesome guy. You guys know who I'm talking about. He has interesting concepts, and he produces kind of titles which are eye catching. So you need to do this to keep, because most of the people who are in the community, they are going to be the youthful people. The majority of my viewers are 25 to 35. These are my like crowd. Even though I'm 41, people watch me from this. So I have to create something that's entertaining, like 10 fragrances. Oh, this one, this one, this one. Okay, yeah. This is kind of content people want to watch. That's the most viewed video. But that doesn't mean those are the most important videos. The individual reviews also are important and full insight to a fragrance. But sometimes, sadly, people want latest fragrance reviews. People want lists. They want so many lists, 5 fragrances to get her attention, 6 fragrances to go to gym and stuff, super fresh, aquatic. These are the ones that get views. So I think everything is important, but people, please pick your fragrance reviewer, whoever you like to follow. And I'll tell you, not everybody you're gonna like. Let's move on to next point. There was a time I did not do reviews. I used to watch, because at one point, not everybody start off like with 1,000 fragrances. I had like 3, 4, 5, 6, 10. Then I used to watch. So if you live in foreign land where they have mostly retail, let's say Malaysia, I lived there 20 almost years. Every fragrance back in the days 2016, 15, you would not get that many shops they are selling super affordable or discounted fragrances, because people, I think, did not get very affordable prices there. So you have to go to Chanel boutique, pay their prices. So I used to go and watch a lot of videos, shortlist. I used to watch Jeremy, Steven, Max Forte, Sebastian Robes, Chad, all these great guys. But I could only buy, let's say, after watching 10 videos or 10 reviews, I can buy only two. Okay. So this used to be my reaction. Like there was this guy, Aussie reviewer. He's not Aussie Fragrances, not Mark. There's another guy, not Mark Harris. I'm not talking about him. There's another guy he reviewed long back. So he's from Australia. He used to review bit expensive designer niche perfume. So there was a review of Acqua di Gio Profumo that was brand new at the time. I wanted it so bad. But when it came out first in 2015 or 16, whenever, that fragrance used to cost $150 for a 75 ml bottle. And that's not cool. When it's brand new, everybody wants it so bad. You can't get it super cheap. And then this guy says in my video, I was having my cereal and I was like watching him. He's like, this is really nice, like because Aussie language, Aussie accent. And I'm like, yeah, it's nice. I know it's nice. But then, the price is not nice, So I know you like it. You can afford it. I can't afford it. It used to get me so upset. So, there are different reactions people have. I understand that not everybody is in the same spot. Some people don't have the cash to buy many fragrances, but they'll like to. It frustrates them. Oh, you think you have a nice collection. You have too many perfumes. So you have everything. Lucky you. I'll tell you one thing. There's no such thing as luck. Yeah, you need luck, but it's also hard work. Okay. It's your priority. If you want to build a large collection, do you have the money for it? Do you have the patience for it, love for it? Do you have the passion for it? Do you have the, do you have a vision? Like most importantly, what do you want to be? You want to be a collector, user, reviewer, seller, business person, decanter? What do you want to be? There are a lot of streams of fragrance line work. Some people don't understand. They just go and blind buying spree. And before they know, they ended up spending thousands of dollars. Okay, they spend so much money, and then one point they realize, oops, I did not really like the fragrance game as much as I thought I would like it. I just bought them to show others, to get respect. I got all this niche, latest Middle Eastern, this and that, the highest Borouge line, or something like Spirit of Dubai. I got those lines and I got people's respect, but then that's about it. I never really wore it. Okay, not the same case with everybody, but this is what happens with many people. So there's no such thing as luck. Okay, I'll tell you one thing. Some of you just think like, oh, he's getting fragrances from these sites. I noticed some of the reviewers get bashing. He's getting it for free. Who's going to get it for free? You are not a reviewer. You're not in the community. You're not doing any social work. And what reviewers are doing, they are the star of the fragrance community. Like it or not, whoever even you don't like his face, you think Dan Norton is begging on his videos, you think Mark has tooth gap, people write these troll comments, and there's like this other guy, he's the most famous, Ross Carlos, they're like, hey, you're going to gym, building body, your review has nothing to do with, I mean, what's your problem if he does that? Is he harming anybody? No, he is doing his work, he's doing everyday regular work, and he's earning money, he's living a good life, he's good looking guy, and he's a nice guy. And then some people even hate Sebastian Zara. Guys like them as well get bashing. Oh, Sebastian, such a snob, niche snob. He's just like, reviewing all expensive fragrance I cannot even get. Things upset people, but think of it like this. Fragrance game, just think of it like this. Two sides. One is the viewer side, other one is the reviewer side. Viewer side is you're getting every content for free. Sometimes you have to watch some ads, and then those ads are generating money for the reviewers. Okay, in that way you do contribute, but you don't actually have to pay. Okay, but what the reviewers are doing for you, they're keeping the fragrance game. I kept saying it, keep saying it. They're keeping the show going. Whereas some of the big reviewers go missing for months. With all due respect, once again, we are here every day to promote fragrances, show you something new, and putting a hard work. Not blood and sweat. No, it's going to be too much. But we do give our precious time to do research, buy, break down, review. Even if you don't agree with our reviews, but we are doing that. And some of you back in your head, even if you hate some of us reviewers, you still watch us. Okay? You bash, you just say, hey, no one cares for your this, that, you don't like your room. But in the process, you're watching every single of my videos. Okay? And then you're giving me views, and which is generating income. A lot, this is the sad reality for you, but you actually care for those reviews. You want to hear those thoughts. I know many people, they hate me. I know many reviewers, they don't have everything like well-wishers only. They also have critics. So I have some criticisms like, hey, it's boring in your room, you don't have a perfect setup, you're doing it with your phone, and then you're boring, your English is not that upgraded, and you just talk unnecessarily too much. I understand. Of course, everybody is not going to be happy with everything, but there are huge people, like a portion of people who actually care for me. They actually care for the in-depth breakdown of a fragrance when I don't do like typical like, hey, this is a product. I'm doing a review from fragrancenet.com or fragrancebuy.com, and this is going to be a 2 minutes review. The top notes are this, and then that's it. The price is this. Overall, it's a nice fragrance. That's it. I don't do things like that. Well, yeah, full respect to reviewers who do that, who are like, getting free bottles and sponsored. I have nothing against them. Everybody's gonna be different. A few days back, I got offer from one of the biggest Middle East brands. They're gonna send me some fragrances. I haven't responded. I'm thinking, should I say yes or no? But these are things that make me happy. People who work needs to earn as well. There has to be some sort of like, if not monetary, some sort of what's the word? Reward for these people, like motivation, so they keep working. Nobody's time is free or cheap. Time is precious for everybody. So when you do great work, you also deserve a great remuneration. Okay, so in the end, I'll tell you, choose your reviewers. Okay, choose your reviewers. It's always up to you. No matter what reviewers say, nobody is forcing you to buy anything. Sometimes you get upset like, hey, he recommended it and just absolute crap. No, what is absolute crap is your decision to blind buy it, and then thinking like it works for 10 other people, it will work for me. Nobody ever said it's going to work for you too. Always fragrances are up to you if you want to pull the trigger on it, if you want to buy it or not, if you want to avoid it, if you think this is going to be interesting for you. Some people don't even understand why people blind buy fragrance. You're so stupid. You buy fragrances blind. Who told you? There's an excitement about it. Those who are real collectors, they would know. Sometimes some people don't even open the packaging until the Christmas comes. Why? Because they want to be surprised. They don't want to know, oh, I smell this, so I'm buying this. Okay, so people who really love fragrances, sometimes they blind buy, based on their instincts or the research. That's the love for fragrances. So if you have the love or the money or the patience, or if you have the real passion, this is what defines fragrance game. It's not easy. When you see people having nice little background in the nice little shelves, they did not collect those fragrances over 1 week or 1 month. It was months of hard work. They had to earn, they had to spend. I'm sorry, I'm going to go for a little bit long video. But these people actually worked hard for it. They actually love perfumes on most part. Some people may doing it for getting views and earning on YouTube, but there are a lot of people who have history with the fragrance. I have a lot of fragrance. I have a lot of history with Bulgari Man in Black, Burberry's London, or Dior's Fahrenheit, Dior Intense. Many stories. I have gone to places, I've taken a bottle, sometimes I broke a bottle, there's an edge missing, or I have a vintage bottle that nobody has. There was a fragrance called Armaf Nishud, That was the very first review of mine, which was available on YouTube. Bogart, One Man Show, Oud Edition. Many fragrances I have done exclusives, okay? I believe many of the reviewers did that. So these are special. Go and see how many views we have on that. And many people got it. They don't even know where Rasasi Shura's hype came from, okay? So these are the things, makes fragrance game interesting. Years after years, 10 years down the lane, when you look back at our channel, we can be proud of, okay, what work we have done. You don't have to agree with us. You don't have to agree with reviewers. These are just reference points. Always remember, do not be lazy. If you have access, go to a shopping mall, smell the fragrance, and you decide if you want it or not, okay? We are doing this to keep the fragrance game going, rolling, keeping the society like a magazine or newspaper every day. Scent of the day we put, new releases we put, so people stay interested in this game, right? So it's a trend, it's a lifestyle, but it's not absolute. You don't have to play this game at all if you don't find it your cup of tea. Okay, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I made some sense. Play sensibly, get fragrances according to your preference, wear what you love, and if you really love the fragrance, then only play it. If you're gonna play this like thinking, some people said I wear this fragrance and then I'm gonna get a lot of girls, and it never happened. Such a scam, such a shame. What is a shame? That you could not understand it's not just fragrance, it's your overall vibe, it's your overall persona, it's about how you dress, how you present yourself. If you're a nice guy, women are not that shallow that they're gonna be like taking off clothes, smelling your perfume. These are true for Jeremy. If Jeremy is putting a perfume and it goes near a girl, somebody goes, oh my god, him, Cristiano Ronaldo, I'll do anything for them. Perhaps you're not Ronaldo, perhaps you're not Jeremy, perhaps you are an average looking dude, but you can make up with great personality. You can meet great people. These are kind of like cheap thrills that sometimes people think, I'm going to wear line Vidyalam, I'm going to be that F boy. These things don't happen. Okay. Just for the love of perfume. That's the one thing I'll say. Have a nice day. See you soon. Let me go enjoy my morning walk and love you all for always supporting me. Take care. Have a nice day. Bye bye.